Hi, and welcome to my continuation of my series of watching and reviewing a bunch of movies that I never seen before, and also watching and reviewing a bunch of movies franchise that I never seen before throughout 2025. So whether it be The Hunger Games, Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, Rocky, Rambo, so on and so forth. I'm gonna try to see how many movies that I've never seen before and movie franchise that I've never seen before that I can watch and review for y'all throughout 2025. Okay? So, a few minutes ago, I just got done watching with my dad for the very first time a Steve McQueen movie that I've never seen before called The Getaway. Okay? So, let me know in the comment section below. Are you a Steve McQueen fan? Do you know who Steve McQueen is? Have you heard of the movie, the Steve McQueen movie called The Getaway? Okay? And what are some movies that you never seen before that you're gonna watch for the very first time? And what are some movie franchise that you never seen before that you're gonna watch for the very first time? Okay? So, so I have it right here, The Getaway. So, I'm gonna put that in here. Okay? Okay? So, um, so, real quick, like a month before Christmas, I asked for the movie Bullet for Christmas right here, and then on Christmas of 2024, I got the movie Bullet, and when I got the movie Bullet, it came with three other Steve McQueen movies. Yeah, okay, so that's why I am reviewing all these Steve McQueen movies. Okay, because the reason I asked for Bullet because it's a famous movie that I've never seen before, and okay, because the only Steve McQueen movie that I ever seen growing up is The Great Escape. To me, that's one of the greatest movies ever made. And also, besides that, I think few episodes of Wanted Dead or Alive. You know, when I was a little kid, my mom had a few seasons of on DVD of Wanted Dead or Alive. So I think few episodes of that. Okay, so you'll be getting a review of all these movies of Steve McQueen here that I have in this collection. Okay, so like I said a few minutes ago, I watched The Getaway. So let me give you the background. Okay. Um, okay. It's rated rated PG, 1972, action crime. It's rated 2 hours and 3 minutes. It got 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb. It got 84% from the critic on Rotten Tomatoes, 81% from the audience. It's directed by Sam Peckinpah. Okay. I'll come back to him in a minute, see what he directed. Else he directed Steve McQueen, Alec, Matt Raw, Ben Johnson, Sally Brothers, you know, from All in the Family. Came out December 19th, 1972, 122 minutes. 3.3 million was the budget, and it made $36.7 million at the box office. Okay. The Getaway premiered December 19, 1972. Despite the negative review it received upon release, numerous critics gave the film good reviews. A box office hit, earning over $36 million. It was the eighth highest grossing film of 1972 and one of the most financial set production of Peckinpah and McQueen's career. A film remake of the same starring Alec Baldwin and Ken Bachman. Okay. So The Getaway, a remake of it, came out in 1994. So I never knew that they made a remake. Okay. Okay. The main girl that was in here, let's see here, Ali McGraw. She was married like 3 times, and the third time she was married for a couple years to Steve McQueen. Okay. Okay. Yeah. From 1973 to 1978, Steve McQueen. Okay. And she's still alive. Okay. Now, I said I'm gonna look at the director of this movie to see what he directed. Okay. I said that he directed Ride the High County, Major Dundee, Draw Down, Heart of Iron. I don't know none of his movies. The only movie I seen was The Getaway. Okay. Now, okay. Like the first 10-15 minutes, or at least, yeah, I thought it was a prison movie. I'm like, oh, they're gonna be a prison movie. And then Steve McQueen gets out, get released because his wife, let's see here, what's his wife name? Carol McCoy, gets him released. She asked somebody to release him, and so he gets parole, get released. Okay, and okay, so the person that his wife after got him released, want him to rob a bank, set it up, and so it turned into like a bank robbery movie. Okay, okay, so there are like 2 or 3 guys with Steve McQueen character Doc McCoy. Okay, so Doc McCoy and Carol McCoy are husband wife, and for like the first 30 minutes it's slow. Okay, but then when it got to the bank, I'm like, oh, so it's gonna be a bank robbery movie. Okay, and then one of the guys, or I should say, 2 of the guys, messed up the the bank robbery. One of them killed a guard. The guard, a lot of time when you have a bank robbery or something, they always try to go for the gun, and then one of the bad guy shoot the guy that always go for the gun. That always happens in the movie. Okay, so okay, and when the security guard try to go for the gun, the young kid or guy, whatever, take his mask off and shoot them. Okay, and I think the guy with the mustache, let's see what was his, Rudy Butler, he get mad at him and they run out the door or something, and they get in the car and they leave, and then I think the guy with the mustache put the guy out the door, the one that shot the security guard, so he get killed. Okay, and then Doc McCoy don't even know what's going on, cause he's down like some kind of sewer or whatever. And he would holding up traffic. He watched and everybody hung at him, and okay, he was like trying to cut off the power with clippers or whatever you call tweezer, what do you call it? Okay, the big cutters, barbed wire cutters. That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay, and then somehow he got into another car when he got out of the van, and somehow him and his wife, they were driving real fast, drive through a fire, and crash into a house. Okay, and then after that, the movie changed to a different tone. Then somehow they went to like a ranch or wherever, and they got in a fight or something, and Doc McCoy shot the guy with the mustache, Rudy Butler, and you thought he's dead, but then you see his little hand movement after Carol McCoy and Doc McCoy leave, and then when his hand moving, I'm like, okay, so it's gonna be about Rudy Butler going after Doc McCoy and his wife, trying to get revenge. I'm like, okay, now I'm kind of invested. And they robbed like 500,000, half a million, okay? And I guess Doc McCoy had to take the money to the guy that hired him, got him out of prison. Okay, so he gotta give him the money, okay? Okay, but then they take it to a lock, the lock in some kind of like, I don't know, airport or something, I don't know, okay? And some guy tricked the key on his wife when the husband was doing something, and he gave her the wrong key. So when him and her were doing something else, that he took it. So Doc McCoy had to shake the guy on the train. Okay, and then when he got the money back from him on the train, um, turn into like a Bonnie and Clyde movie. Okay, Doc McCoy uh, shoot at police officer car. They get thrown into a what do you call it? Uh, dump truck. Uh, yeah, okay. Um, the guy with the mustache hold two people hostage. But he wounded. I'm like, he wounded. Why don't these two people that tackle him take the gun away from him? I'm like, that's just stupid. Okay, and then um, and then um, okay, um, and then toward the like halfway through the movie, the guy with the and then the one guy that he got hostage and the girl, that one guy hang himself. And the guy that hung himself, he was the guy that was in the color episode on the Andy Griffin show. His name was Howard, right? And I never really grew up with the color episode on Andy Griffin show. Only thing, few episodes. I mainly grew up with the black and white one, okay? So I would like to, in the future, watch more of the color episodes, okay? Um, now, okay, um, so, yeah, okay, so, so there's probably a couple little things that I forgot to mention. There was one thing where, they took the money to the guy, and the guy got mad and said, nobody was supposed to get killed. He got mad, and then he wiped the gun and shot him, and then they got in the car and drove off, and then he stopped the car on the side of the road and took her out and started slapping his wife around, okay? Um, but, yeah, okay, so this turned into like a Bonnie and Clyde movie, okay? And then, um, the, but there's a lot of like gunplay, violence toward the end of the movie, like 10-15 minutes, when there was a lot of shooting going on in the hotel, okay? I get everybody or going after them, Carol McCoy and Doc McCoy, because I guess they want the 500,000. I'm like, I guess um, $500,000 is not worth dying over for, okay? Back then, $500,000 is a lot of money, but nowadays, that's chicken feed. Cause that uh, probably barely enough to buy you like a real fancy house, okay? Um, so, okay, um, so, now, to be honest, this is a movie that I'll probably never watch again. I didn't totally hate it. It took a while for me to like it. Okay? The only way I will ever watch it again, if I was doing like a marathon of Steve McQueen movie, okay? I don't think this is one of his best movies. I don't think it's a what do you call it, god awful movie. I just think it's just an okay movie. It does have some good things in the movie, like um, when let's see, where is it? Doc McCoy and his wife got away. Okay, there's not a lot of many movies out there where the bad guy wins or they escape and the good guy lose. Okay, I think that's one reason why people like Empire Strikes Back. Okay, or No country for old men. Okay. Um, okay. And I like it where Doc McCoy struck up on that guy in the hotel room and smacked him on the head. Okay. But the problem with this movie is it went from guy put in a bank robbery movie to a Bonnie and Clyde movie. Okay, and uh, there were a lot of stuff that were like stupid. Okay, driving around too fast. Uh, he knocked that guy in the head, back in the head, in the hotel hallway of the hotel, and that girl started screaming. I'm like, but wasn't he controlling you? Wouldn't you be happy? Okay. Um, okay. There's no like straight plot. Okay. Why they want the money, stuff like that. Okay. It got like, oh, let's do this for a few minutes, and then we'll go from here for a few more minutes, and we go from here. Okay. It would have been better if like maybe if Steve McQueen were being a good character the whole movie, and maybe the guy with the mustache was chasing Steve McQueen and his wife throughout the whole movie. Okay, maybe that would be a better movie. Okay, and a lot of times back then when the movie like PG or something, nowadays it would be rated R. Okay, okay. The problem with this movie is that a lot of the plot don't make sense. Okay, cause like they never went back to the guy that got Steve McQueen, Doc McCoy out of prison and set up the bank robbery, the bank heist. Okay, um, okay, um, okay. Um, so yeah, okay. So yeah, so um, so basically after they got out of prison and then they did they set up the bank robbery and did the bank robbery. Uh, Got McCoy and Carol McCoy turned into like Bonnie and Clyde. They turned bad guys. Okay, and then there was like one thing where they went into he went into a gun shop and bought a shotgun and then started shooting police cars. Like, you just got yourself into more trouble. And then there was another thing that didn't make sense was um, they were questioning some kids and they said, "Is this the man?" And the kid goes, "Yeah, that's the man. He wanted for murder or something like that." But I'm like, how do they know he was the guy that robbed? And the kids, they just put him with water gun on the train. That don't make sense. Okay? So, I thought it was just okay. Had a few good things. Some of the plot, some of the things that make sense. So that's the only problem I have with the movie. So I'm gonna give The Getaway a C, just okay. So that's it. So let me know what your thought and opinion on The Getaway, and let me know your thoughts and opinion on King the Queen as the actor. And thank you, and God bless.